Attention. This is a 30-day mind rewire. For the next 30 days, every thought will be trained like muscle, not tolerated like noise. Stop waiting for motivation. Install rituals. Replace scatter with structure. Change your default habits, and your life changes automatically. Follow the daily 10-habit challenge inside this audio. Short actions, repeated relentlessly. Do them every day, no exceptions. This is not inspiration. This is programmatic transformation. Start right now. Track progress daily. No excuses. Chapter 1. Command the morning. Own the day. Listen, mornings decide the outcome. That first hour sets the tone. Win the first hour, win the day. Win the first hour, win the day. Win the first hour, win the day. You have a choice. You can let the day take you, or you can take the day. That's the key. Small structure wins big days. Small structure wins big weeks. Small structure wins big lives. Here is a 10-minute anchor routine. It is simple, it is brutal in its effectiveness. It takes 10 minutes. Do it every morning, no negotiation. Do it every morning, no negotiation. Minute 0. Cue the body. The alarm rings, sit up, splash cold water on your face for 30 seconds. Not a shower, a cold splash. Cold resets the brain. Cold cuts through fog. Cold forces attention. You have a choice. Choose the shock. Minute 1 to 4. 3-minute journal. Grab a pen, no phone. Write 3 lines. Line 1. What one win will I claim today? Line 2. What must I avoid? Line 3. One thing I will do that scares me a little. Keep it tight. Keep it honest. Do not edit. Do not explain. You don't need their permission to decide your day. You don't need their permission to pick a win. Minute 5 to 10. 5 minutes of movement. Not long, not intense. Move the body. 2 minutes of deep breathing. 2 minutes of dynamic stretching. 1 minute of a hard plank, jumping jacks, or a brisk stair climb. Movement wakes the prefrontal cortex. Movement signals the body that this is not a passive day. You have a choice. Movement over excuses. This is the ritual. Cold splash, 3-minute journal, 5-minute movement. Ritual, cue, tiny win. Ritual, cue, tiny win. Ritual, cue, tiny win. That's the loop. That's the engine. Now the why. Decision fatigue exists. The brain has limited bandwidth for choices. Every small decision drains power. Breakfast choices, outfit choices, email triage. When the morning is messy, the day becomes messy. When the first hour is filled with habit, free energy appears later. That's the key. Remove early choices. Make the first moves automatic. Win the first hour, win the day. Repeat this to yourself. You have a choice. Choose structure. Choose the anchor. Choose the tiny win. Say it each morning. Say it when the phone buzzes. Say it when the bed feels heavy. Say it until the phrase means less effort and more action. Concrete rules now. Rule 1. No phone for the first 30 minutes. No scrolling, no headlines, no notifications. The phone is a thief. The phone steals your focus before it is earned. You don't need their permission to protect your time. Put the phone in another room, or put it face down, or use airplane mode. Protect the hour. Rule 2. Prepare the night before. Lay out simple clothes, set a glass of water by the bed. Pre-write tomorrow's journal line if helpful. Do one micro prep. One small action tonight buys you a frictionless morning. That's the key. Preparation compounds. Rule 3. Track the wins. Use a paper checklist. 1 column. Date, check, or X. Minimal, brutal, visible. Momentum loves visible marks. Momentum craves small, consistent wins. You have a choice. Check the box. Feel the compound. Expect friction. Expect excuses. Expect the voice that wants 1 more minute.
That voice lies. It sells comfort. Comfort costs results. The pain of action is brief. The cost of not acting is long. Remember, it's not about motivation, it's about discipline. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. It's not about flaw, it's about discipline. Repeat that until your muscles believe it. Now, practical troubleshooting. Missed a morning? Reset fast. Do not negotiate a second miss. Miss once? Okay. Miss twice? Game over. Set a rule. Do not skip 2 mornings in a row. If the day breaks you, do the anchor before noon. Do one small ritual. Salvage the day. You have a choice, salvage or surrender. If resistance is high, shrink the ritual. Do a 1-minute version. Splash, write 1 line, stand up. Tiny wins beat 0. The 5-minute movement can be a single push-up. The 3-minute journal can be 1 sentence. The point is motion. The point is pattern. The point is repetition. Repeat. Ritual, cue, tiny win. Accountability speeds adoption. Tell 1 person. Post a daily check-in. Use an app if it helps, but keep the system simple. If the system is complex, it will die. The simplest system that works is the best system. That's the key. You have a choice. Choose structure. Real-world example, brief and clear. A founder who did this routine for 30 days stopped making half-dumb decisions by noon. He started meetings energized. He stopped losing hours to aimless scrolling. That founder did not become superhuman. He became consistent. That's the key. You have a choice. Language matters. Speak who you are into being. Begin with, I will claim 1 win today. Say it in the mirror. Say it in the shower. Say it before the phone. Identity follows action. Identity follows ritual. Do the routine and you will feel different in 7 days. Do the routine and you will think differently in 30. This is the compound interest of discipline. One more time. Win the first hour, win the day. Win the first hour, win the day. Do it every morning, no negotiation. You have a choice. Choose the anchor. Choose the ritual. Choose the tiny win. Choose to protect the hour.
Chapter 2. Stop proving, start doing. Listen closely. Proving is a trap. Proving looks productive. Proving feels important. Proving wastes time. Doing creates results. That's the truth. You have a choice. Prove or produce. Most people are stuck performing, posting for applause, talking for validation, explaining instead of executing. They want to be seen trying. They want to be recognized for potential. Potential does nothing. Action changes everything. That's the key. Here's the hard truth. Every minute spent proving is a minute stolen from building. Every explanation is a delay. Every justification is a tax. Showing off drains energy. Doing compounds energy. It's not about confidence, it's about discipline. It's not about talent, it's about discipline. It's not about perfection, it's about discipline. You don't need their permission to start. You don't need their approval to continue. You don't need applause to proceed. You have a choice. Choose action. Proving sounds like this. Let me explain what I'm working on. Doing sounds like silence followed by results. Proving asks for feedback before effort. Doing earns feedback after shipping. That's the key. Look at the real world. Creators who win are not the loudest, they are the most consistent. The channels that grow are not the most polished, they are the most prolific. 1,000 small pieces beats 1 perfect piece every single time. Ship, learn, repeat. Ship, learn, repeat. Ship, learn, repeat. There are creators who waited months for the perfect video, perfect lighting, perfect script, perfect confidence. While they waited, someone else shipped daily. Rough audio, simple edits, clear message. The second creator learned faster, improved faster, grew faster. That's the key. Speed beats pride. Proving delays learning. Doing accelerates learning. Every shipped piece is a data point.
Every delay is ignorance preserved. You have a choice: stay ignorant or get informed. Let's name the behaviors that kill momentum. Over-explaining, over-planning, over-polishing, over-talking, under-shipping, under-learning, under-winning. This is not about intelligence, it's about discipline. It's not about fearlessness, it's about discipline. Here's the rule: if it can be shipped, ship it. If it can be shared, share it. If it can be tested, test it. Quietly, quickly, consistently. You don't need their permission. Now the mechanism. The brain seeks validation. It wants safety. Proving feels safe. Doing feels risky. But risk is the fee for progress. Avoiding risk costs far more. That's the key. Replace proving with production. Replace talking with tracking. Replace explaining with executing. Create a private scoreboard. Outputs shipped, feedback logged, iterations completed. That's how professionals think. Now the drill. This is non-negotiable. The 24-hour shipping challenge. Within the next 24 hours, publish one imperfect result. One post, one draft, one demo, one sample, one offer, one page. Imperfect on purpose. No extra edits. Ship it. Then log the feedback. 3 columns. What shipped, what response came back, what changed next time. That's it. Simple, brutal, effective. Ship, learn, repeat. Expect discomfort. Expect the urge to explain yourself. Don't. Let the work speak. Silence amplifies results. Noise dilutes them. That's the key. If fear appears, name it. Fear of judgment, fear of being average, fear of being ignored. Then move anyway. Fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a signal. It points to growth. You have a choice. Step forward. Set constraints to force shipping. Deadlines under 24 hours. 1 revision maximum. Publish before noon. Constraints kill perfectionism. Constraints create momentum. Momentum builds identity. Say this out loud. I am a shipper. Say it again. I am a shipper. Identity follows action. Action follows rules. Rules follow clarity. Stop announcing goals. Start logging outputs. Stop explaining plans. Start showing progress. Stop asking for permission. Start delivering value. You don't need their permission. Here's a hard metric. If nothing is shipped this week, nothing happened. Planning doesn't count. Research doesn't count. Talking doesn't count. Only shipped outputs count. That's the key. Now connect it back to the morning. You built the anchor. You won the first hour. That energy must be spent correctly. Spend it on creation, not on proving. Use the morning to ship before the world wakes up. Win privately. Publish publicly. Miss a ship day? Reset fast. Do not defend. Do not explain. Ship something small the next day. Never skip 2 shipping days in a row. Momentum is fragile. Protect it. This chapter is about reclaiming time, reclaiming focus, reclaiming self-respect. People who do not ship lose trust in themselves. People who ship build internal confidence. Confidence follows evidence. Evidence comes from doing. That's the key. You have a choice: perform or produce, prove or build, talk or ship. Choose doing, choose shipping, choose repetition. Ship, learn, repeat. Ship, learn, repeat. Ship, learn, repeat. You stopped proving, you started doing. You replaced noise with results. Now there's a deeper threat you must eliminate: the invisible drain that steals focus without warning. You mastered action. Now let's remove the quiet addiction that weakens it.
Chapter 3. The silent cost of seeking validation. Listen carefully. Validation is not free. It looks harmless. It feels normal. It is everywhere. But it charges a hidden tax. Every external check shortens focus. Every external check weakens identity. That's the truth. You have a choice: pay the tax or cut it off. Validation trains dependence.
It teaches the brain to look outward before acting inward. Likes, views, replies, messages. Each check is a withdrawal from focus. Each check fractures attention. That's the key. Most people don't notice the damage because it happens quietly. No alarms, no pain, just drift. You start something, you check something, you return weaker. You restart, you check again. The loop tightens. Deep work disappears. Identity softens. That's the silent cost. Say this clearly. Internal standard replaces external applause. Internal standard replaces external applause. Internal standard replaces external applause. When approval becomes the goal, execution slows. When applause becomes the measure, effort becomes fragile. You start performing instead of building. You start adjusting instead of committing. It's not about confidence, it's about discipline. It's not about attention, it's about discipline. Let's break down the loop. You sit to work, a notification buzzes, dopamine spike, quick glance. You scroll just for a second, 10 minutes gone, context lost. You return to work, but the mind is scattered. You reread, you hesitate, you feel dull. That's the tax. You paid it again. This isn't weakness, it's conditioning. Platforms are built to hijack attention. That's why discipline matters. You have a choice. Design your environment or let it design you. Real example. A writer trying to produce daily checked analytics every 15 minutes. Views up, mood up. Views flat, mood down. Output slowed, focus shattered. When the writer stopped checking during work blocks, output doubled. Quality improved. Growth followed. Why? Internal standard replaced external applause. That's the key. External validation makes identity negotiable. If praise rises, you feel strong. If it drops, you question yourself. That's a fragile identity. Strong identity comes from private proof, private reps, private standards. You don't need their permission to trust your process. Here's the rule. During creation, no checking, no stats, no comments, no messages. Creation time is sacred. Feedback time is scheduled. Separate them. Blend them and you lose both. Repeat this. Build first, check later. Build first, check later. Build first, check later. Now, the habit task. Simple, specific, non-negotiable. Pick one social check behavior. One, not all, one. Maybe it's checking notifications. Maybe it's refreshing comments. Maybe it's opening analytics. For the next 7 days, reduce it aggressively. Set a window, once per day or 0 during work hours. Then track the regained minutes. Write it down, daily. Minutes not checked. Convert that time into action. 1 extra page, 1 extra rep, 1 extra ship. That's the rewire. You'll feel discomfort, restlessness, the urge to know. That urge is withdrawal. Sit with it, don't feed it. Focus strengthens when starved of noise. That's the key. Replace the check with a cue. When the urge hits, do one of 3 things. Stand up, breathe deeply for 10 seconds, write 1 sentence. Train the swap. Habit for habit, cue for cue. Language matters again. Stop saying they liked it. Start saying I completed it. Completion builds identity. Applause builds addiction. You have a choice. Here's a hard truth. If your motivation depends on response, you don't own your work. The audience does. Take ownership back. Set standards you can hit daily. Time spent, pieces shipped, reps completed. Measure inputs, not reactions. That's the key. Internal standards are boring. They're quiet. They don't spike dopamine. They build power. Day by day, rep by rep. You won't feel special. You'll become dangerous, consistent, focused, unshakable. Say it again. Internal standard replaces external applause. Now, connect this to the bigger system. You built the morning, you started shipping. Validation is the leak that drains both. Plug the leak. Protect the system. Protect your mind. Miss a day? Reset fast. Don't binge check to compensate. Resume the rule. Never skip 2 days of discipline. Identity is built on returns, not perfection. This chapter is about sovereignty, owning your attention, owning your standards, owning your identity. People who seek validation outsource self-worth. People who build internal standards compound self-respect. That's the key. You have a choice. Chase applause or build proof. Check constantly or focus deeply. Depend externally or stand internally. Internal standard replaces external applause. Now you've cut the noise, you've reclaimed focus, there's another pressure point to master: decisions, the endless small choices that quietly exhaust you. You removed validation, now let's remove friction.
Chapter 4. Make small decisions automatic. Listen, your brain is not tired because the work is hard. Your brain is tired because the decisions never stop. Tiny choices, repeated endlessly. What to wear, what to eat, when to start, when to stop. Each choice drains energy. That's the hidden cost. You have a choice. Spend energy on trivia or save it for impact. Here's the principle. The fewer daily choices, the higher the executive bandwidth. That's the key. Leaders don't decide less because they are lazy. They decide less because they are strategic. Repeat this. Automate the small, free the big. Automate the small, free the big. Automate the small, free the big. Decision fatigue is real. The brain depletes glucose with each choice. By noon, judgment slips. By evening, discipline collapses. That's why structure matters early. That's why rules beat moods. It's not about intelligence, it's about discipline. Look at people who perform consistently. They wear the same style, eat the same breakfast, work in the same blocks, not because they lack taste, because they value clarity. That's the key. Let's make this practical. 3 rules, simple and forced. First, the wardrobe rule. Choose a default outfit category. 2 or 3 options, neutral colors, comfortable fit. Decide once, wear often. Eliminate morning debate. When clothing is solved, the mind opens. You have a choice. Look stylish later, think clearly now. Second, the meal rule. Decide a default breakfast and lunch. Same meals, same times. High protein, simple. No scrolling menus, no impulse snacks. Fuel becomes automatic. Energy stabilizes. Focus holds. Automate the small, free the big. Third, the decision window rule. Decide when decisions are made. For example, all planning between 8:30 and 9. All messages twice per day. All purchases once per week. Outside the window, no decisions. Defer. Write it down. Protect the window. These rules are not restrictions, they are relief. They remove noise, they remove friction, they create flow. You don't need their permission to simplify your life. Now the weekly implementation. This is the task. Pick 3 repeat decisions, only 3, not more. Write them down, convert each into a rule, clear, binary, and forced. Example, I wear black or white tops on weekdays. Example, I eat the same breakfast Monday to Friday. Example, I check email at 11 and 4 only. Then enforce for 1 week. No debate, no exceptions. 1 week is the test. Track mental energy, track focus, track how fast you move. That's the feedback. Expect resistance. The mind will say,
This is boring. Boredom is cheap. Confusion is expensive. You have a choice. If a rule breaks, fix the rule. Don't blame yourself. Systems beat willpower, always. Adjust and reapply. That's the key. Say it again. Automate the small, free the big. When small decisions vanish, big thinking emerges. Strategy improves. Creativity rises. Execution sharpens. You become calmer, quieter, faster. This chapter is about respect for your limited energy. Stop wasting it. Guard it. Deploy it where it matters. You've removed validation. You've removed decision clutter. Now you're ready for the engine that makes everything permanent. Repetition. You simplified the system. Now you must hardwire it.
Chapter 5. The Ritual of Relentless Repetition. Listen, motivation is unreliable. It spikes, it fades, it lies. Repetition does not lie. Repetition rewires. That's the truth. You have a choice: chase motivation or install repetition. Here's the science, stripped clean. The brain is plastic. Neural pathways strengthen through use, not through desire, not through intention, through repetition. Fire the circuit often enough and it becomes default. That's the key. Motivation asks, do I feel like it? Repetition says, this runs whether I feel like it or not. Repeat until it runs. Repeat until it runs. Repeat until it runs. Every habit you admire is automated behavior. No debate, no drama, just execution. People don't rise to their goals, they fall to their repetitions. It's not about willpower, it's about discipline. It's not about passion, it's about discipline. Elite performers understand this early. Athletes don't train when inspired, they train on schedule. Musicians don't wait for creativity, they practice scales daily. Same drills, same motions, same reps, over and over. That's why they look gifted. They aren't lucky, they are looped. A violinist doesn't master a concerto by playing it once with emotion. They master it by repeating boring segments slowly. A basketball player doesn't rely on game day adrenaline. They repeat free throws until muscle memory replaces thought. Repeat until it runs. That's the key. Now apply this to your life. You don't need massive sessions. You need daily contact. Short, focused, non-negotiable. Micro beats mega every time. Repetition shrinks resistance. The first rep is heavy. The 10th rep is lighter. The 100th rep runs automatically. That's how habits are born. Not with hype, with exposure. Say this clearly. I don't negotiate with habits. Say it again. I don't negotiate with habits. Identity follows rules. Here's the practice. Simple, brutal, effective. For every habit you're installing, commit to 2 5-minute micro reps per day. Not 1, 2, 5 minutes each. Morning and evening, or before and after work. Split the day. Anchor the brain twice. 5 minutes is too small to resist. 5 minutes is too small to skip. 5 minutes is big enough to count. That's the key. Example, writing habit. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. Movement habit. 5 minutes stretch, 5 minutes walk. Learning habit. 5 minutes read, 5 minutes recall. You see the pattern. No stacking excuses, no combining reps. Missed morning does not erase evening. You have a choice. Salvage the day. This is how repetition beats motivation. You never ask, do I feel like it? You ask, what time is it? The clock becomes the boss. That's discipline. Expect boredom, expect impatience, expect the urge to do more on some days and do nothing on others. Ignore both. Same reps, same time, same length. Repeat until it runs. The brain loves predictability. Predictability creates efficiency. Efficiency creates confidence. Confidence looks like courage, but it's just repetition paying dividends. Let's be clear.
Repetition is not glamorous. It will not impress anyone. Good. You don't need their permission. You don't need applause. You need results. Most people quit right before automation kicks in. They stop when the habit is about to become easy. Don't be most people. Stay boring longer. Stay consistent longer. That's the key. Now the rule for missed reps. Miss 1 rep? Okay. Miss 2 in a row? Unacceptable. Reset immediately. Shrink the rep if needed. 1 minute is allowed. 0 is not. Identity is built on returns. Track reps visibly. Paper, pen, check marks. Seeing repetition builds momentum. Momentum reduces friction. Friction is the enemy. Say it again. Repeat until it runs. This chapter is about installing default behavior, making discipline unconscious, making action automatic. You are no longer relying on mood. You are building machinery. You've automated decisions. Now you're automating behavior. The system is tightening, but there's still one threat left: failure, mistakes, breaks in rhythm. You've built repetition. Now you must learn how to fall without breaking the chain.
Chapter 6. Fail fast, reset faster. Listen, failure is not the problem. Delay is the problem. Denial is the problem. Drama is the problem. Failure itself is neutral. Failure is data. That's the truth. You have a choice. Treat failure as destiny or treat it as information. Most people don't lose because they fail. They lose because they stall after failing. They sulk. They explain. They defend their ego. While they defend, momentum dies. That's the key. Say this clearly. Fail, learn, reapply. Fail, learn, reapply. Fail, learn, reapply. Failure only becomes fatal when it is personalized. When you say, "This means something about me." It doesn't. It means something about the system, and systems can be fixed. It's not about self-worth, it's about discipline. High performers fail more often, not because they are reckless, because they move faster. Speed creates mistakes. Speed also creates learning. Slow perfection creates ignorance. That's the trade. You have a choice. Let's look at the real world. Product teams that iterate daily outperform teams that defend ideas monthly. Teams that ship, test, adjust, learn faster than teams that debate, protect, and polish. One team asks, "What broke?" The other asks, "Who's to blame?" Guess who wins? Defensive teams move slow. Iterative teams move forward. That's the key. Failure handled correctly sharpens judgment. Failure handled poorly destroys confidence. The difference is reset speed, how fast you return to action. Say it again. Fail fast, reset faster. Most people do the opposite. They fail slowly. They drag it out. They ruminate. They replay. They spiral. That's wasted energy. That's the tax of ego. You don't need their permission to restart. You don't need to explain the failure. You don't need to justify the delay. You need to reset. Here's the tool. Simple, brutal, effective. The 3-question reset protocol. Question 1. What broke? Be factual. No stories, no emotion. Just the mechanism. Missed reps, missed deadline, lost focus, overcommitted. Question 2. What fixed it briefly? Look for what worked even for a moment. A time block, a reminder, a rule, a shortcut. There is always a partial fix. Find it. Question 3. What's the next micro action? Not the full plan, not the big fix. One small step you can do immediately. 5 minutes, 1 message, 1 rep. Answer all 3 in under 5 minutes, then act. That's the reset. Fail, learn, reapply. This protocol keeps failure small, contained, useful. It prevents emotional buildup. It keeps identity intact. You failed at a process. You are not a failure. That distinction matters. Repeat this.
I don't negotiate with setbacks, I reset. Now let's address the real enemy, friction. Failure often happens because friction was ignored. Too many steps, too much effort, too much ambiguity. When friction is high, discipline breaks. So after every failure, remove friction. Simplify, shrink, shorten. Make the next attempt easier. That's the key. Missed workouts? Reduce duration. Missed writing? Reduce word count. Missed mornings? Reduce routine length. Never raise difficulty after failure. Lower it. Win first, then build. It's not about toughness, it's about discipline. Discipline adapts. Ego resists. Here's a rule you must adopt. Never miss the reset window. If something breaks, reset within 24 hours. Same day if possible. Never take a break without an end date. Breaks without structure become quits. You have a choice. Pause with a plan or drift into decay. Language matters again. Stop saying, I fell off. Say, I paused and reset. Words guide behavior. Behavior builds identity. Elite performers are not error-free. They are recovery experts. They return to baseline faster than everyone else. That's why they look consistent. Consistency is fast recovery, not perfect execution. Say it again. Fail, learn, reapply. Let's connect this back. You built the morning. You started shipping. You cut validation. You automated decisions. You installed repetition. Failure is inevitable in that system. Good. It means you're moving. What matters now is response speed, reset speed, emotional control, systems thinking. Track resets, not just wins. Write down failures and resets. This builds resilience. This builds trust in yourself. You stop fearing mistakes because you trust your recovery. Here's the final warning. If you dramatize failure, you train avoidance. If you normalize reset, you train courage. You have a choice. This chapter is about durability, long-term execution, staying in the game. People don't quit because it's hard. They quit because they make failure mean too much. Make it mean less. Use it more. Fail fast, reset faster. You now know how to recover. You won't stall, you won't spiral, but there's one more upgrade needed. You still rely too much on willpower, and willpower will fail eventually. You've learned to reset after failure. Now let's eliminate the need for willpower altogether.
Chapter 7. Turn willpower into systems. Listen, willpower is a battery. It drains. It does not recharge on command. Systems do not drain. Systems run. That's the truth. You have a choice. Rely on willpower or install systems. Most people pray for discipline. They hope they'll feel strong. Hope is not a plan. Willpower is not a strategy. That's the key. Say this clearly. Build the fence, then walk inside it. Build the fence, then walk inside it. Build the fence, then walk inside it. A fence removes temptation. A fence removes debate. A fence makes the right action the default. You don't fight impulses. You redesign the environment so impulses don't matter. It's not about self-control. It's about discipline. Look at real behavior. When junk food is visible, it's eaten. When the phone is within reach, it's checked. When friction is low, behavior follows. Systems exploit this. Willpower ignores it. Here's the system logic. Remove triggers, add friction to bad choices, make good options effortless. That's the formula. Remove triggers. Notifications off, apps hidden, browser tabs closed. Triggers cue habits. Kill the cue and the habit weakens. That's the key. Add friction to bad choices. Put the phone in another room, log out of social apps, use a website blocker, hide snacks on the top shelf. Friction buys you time. Time creates choice. Make good options effortless. Shoes by the door, notebook open on the desk, Healthy food prepped and visible. The path of least resistance should lead to progress. Repeat it. Build the fence, then walk inside it. Here's a real example. A professional who struggled with focus stopped keeping the phone on the desk. Phone went into a drawer, silent, screen down. Focus blocks doubled. No motivation required. The system did the work. That's the key. Another example. A late-night snacker moved snacks out of the house. Not locked, removed. Hunger led to fruit or water. Behavior changed without effort. Systems beat speeches. You don't need their permission to protect your environment. You don't need to explain your rules. You need results. Now the assignment. Simple, specific, immediate. Design one environmental change. One. Not 5, not 10. 1. Examples. Phone off during work blocks. Snacks out of sight. Apps deleted from the home screen. TV unplugged on weekdays. Alarm clock away from the bed. Implement it for 72 hours. 3 days. No exceptions. Observe behavior. Observe ease. Observe output. That's the test. Do not judge yourself. Judge the system. If it fails, redesign. If it works, lock it in. Systems evolve. That's the key. Expect discomfort in the first 24 hours. Systems reveal habits. Habits resist change. Stay inside the fence. Let the environment do the heavy lifting. Here's the rule. If a habit requires constant willpower, the system is broken. Fix the system. Don't blame yourself. It's not about character. It's about design. Say it again. Build the fence, then walk inside it. Now connect the dots. You built routines. You shipped consistently. You removed validation. You automated decisions. You repeat relentlessly. You reset fast. Systems make all of that sustainable. Without systems, discipline collapses under stress. With systems, discipline runs even on bad days. That's the difference between amateurs and professionals. You are not weak. You are unprotected. Protection is design. This chapter is about leverage, doing less to achieve more, making discipline boring and inevitable. When systems are right, progress becomes quiet. You've removed willpower from the equation. Good, but there's still one obstacle left: fear, the hesitation that stops action even when systems exist. You built the fence. Now you must step forward when it matters most. Chapter 8. The 5-Minute Courage Hack. Listen, courage is not a personality trait. Courage is not something you're born with. Courage is a habit, and like all habits, it can be trained. That's the truth. You have a choice. Wait for bravery or practice courage. Most people think courage means fearlessness. Wrong. Courage means movement in the presence of fear. Fear doesn't disappear first. Action comes first. That's the key. Say this clearly. Start 5, go forever. Start 5, go forever. Start 5, go forever. Fear survives on delay. Fear grows when tasks stay vague and oversized. Fear shrinks when tasks become specific and small. That's why starting is everything. Starting cracks fear. Finishing is optional. Starting is mandatory. Here's the core rule. Any task you're avoiding, begin it for 5 minutes. Not 10, not 30, 5. Set a timer. When the timer ends, you are allowed to stop. No guilt, no pressure. And here's what happens most of the time. Once you start, momentum appears. Resistance drops. 5 minutes turns into 15. 15 turns into flow. That's the hack. Start 5, go forever. This is not magic. This is neurology. Starting bypasses the amygdala, the fear center, and engages the prefrontal cortex. Action calms the brain. Thought amplifies fear. That's the key. Fear asks questions. What if it fails? What if they judge me?
What if I waste time? Action answers all of them with evidence. You don't need their permission to start. You need motion. Let's make this real. Writing the email you're avoiding, opening the blank page, making the call, going to the gym, recording the video. Fear keeps these tasks big and heavy. 5 minutes makes them light enough to lift. Say it again. Start 5, go forever. Elite performers use this unconsciously. They don't stare at the mountain. They take the first step. Musicians play the first bar. Athletes do the first rep. Leaders send the first message. Courage is built in motion, not meditation. Now here's the mistake people make. They wait to feel ready. Read this slowly. You will never feel ready. Read it again. You will never feel ready. Read it until it sinks in. Readiness is a myth. Action creates readiness. That's the key. It's not about confidence, it's about discipline. It's not about fearlessness, it's about discipline. Discipline starts the clock even when fear is loud. Now the practice. Simple, daily, non-negotiable. For the next 7 days, apply the 5-minute rule to 1 resistance per day. 1, not 3, 1. Each morning, write down the task you're avoiding most, the one with the most emotional weight, the one you keep postponing. Circle it. Then later that day, set a 5-minute timer. Begin. When the timer ends, make a choice. Stop if you want, continue if you can. Either way, you win, because courage was practiced. Track it. Write down task started, minutes completed, feeling after. You will notice a pattern. Fear decreases. Starting becomes easier. Identity shifts. You have a choice. Build courage deliberately or stay trapped by avoidance. Expect resistance before starting. Tight chest, excuses, rationalizations. Now's not the time. That voice is predictable. Ignore it. Start anyway. 5 minutes is too small to argue with. If you stop after 5 minutes, do not judge yourself. Starting was the win. Stopping does not erase courage. It reinforces trust. You kept the deal. That's the key. Now a warning. Do not use the 5-minute rule as an excuse to quit early every time. The rule is permission to start, not permission to avoid growth. Over time, let 5 minutes naturally expand. Let momentum pull you forward. Say it again. Start 5, go forever. This is not magic. This is neurology. Starting bypasses the amygdala, the fear center, and engages the prefrontal cortex. Action calms the brain. Thought amplifies fear. That's the key. Fear asks questions. What if it fails? What if they judge me? What if I waste time? Action answers all of them with evidence. You don't need their permission to start. You need motion. Let's make this real. Writing the email you're avoiding, opening the blank page, making the call, going to the gym, recording the video. Fear keeps these tasks big and heavy. 5 minutes makes them light enough to lift. Say it again. Start 5, go forever. You've learned how to start. You've learned how to move through fear. Now you must learn how to measure progress without emotion, because without measurement, effort drifts. You mastered courage. Now let's talk about precision.
Chapter 9. Measure the margin. Tracking that actually works. Listen, if you don't measure it, you don't manage it. And if you don't manage it, it drifts. Tracking is not obsession. Tracking is honesty. That's the truth. You have a choice. Guess how you're doing, or no. Most people track feelings, mood, motivation, inspiration. Those lie. Feelings fluctuate. Inputs don't. That's the key. Say this clearly. Measure what you do, not how you feel. Measure what you do, not how you feel. Measure what you do, not how you feel.
Progress is built on inputs. Minutes practiced, days completed, reps done, pieces shipped. These are facts. Facts don't argue back. Facts expose reality. When people say, "I feel stuck," what they really mean is, "I stopped tracking." When people say, "I'm not motivated," what they really mean is, "I don't have proof." Proof creates motivation. Proof comes from tracking. It's not about enthusiasm, it's about discipline. It's not about confidence, it's about discipline. Let's kill a myth right now. More data does not equal better results. Complexity does not create consistency. In fact, complexity kills follow-through. That's the key. Simple trackers outperform complex apps every time. One column on paper beats 10 digital graphs. Why? Because simple systems get used, fancy systems get abandoned. Real example, a creator obsessed over analytics dashboards, charts, trends, heat maps. But shipping slowed, focus dropped. Then they switched to paper. One sheet, one habit, one checkmark per day. Output increased, consistency returned, growth followed. Why? Measure what you do, not how you feel. Tracking works because it removes self-deception. You can't argue with a blank box. You can't negotiate with a missing checkmark. The page tells the truth. That's the key. Now let's build the system. Minimal, brutal, effective. You need a single progress sheet, paper, notebook, whiteboard, something physical. Digital is allowed only if it's frictionless. No apps with menus, no notifications, no charts. Draw 3 columns. Column 1, habit. Column 2, time or reps. Column 3, result, check or X. That's it. Nothing else. Each day you log what you did, not what you planned, not what you intended, what you did. 5 minutes counts, 10 minutes counts. Consistency beats intensity. Repeat this. Measure what you do, not how you feel. The checkmark is powerful. It's visual proof. It reinforces identity. I am someone who shows up. The X is also powerful. It triggers correction, not shame. Correction. Do not decorate the tracker. Do not color code emotions. Do not write essays. Track and move on. Now the weekly review. Once per week, same day, same time. Ask 3 questions only. How many check marks did I earn? Where did I miss? What one adjustment improves next week? No judgment, no storytelling, systems thinking only. That's the key. If you miss often, don't quit. Simplify. Shrink the habit. Reduce friction. Lower the bar. Win first, then build. Tracking reveals design flaws. Fix the design. You have a choice. Use tracking to punish yourself, or use it to improve the system. Punishment kills momentum. Adjustment builds it. Here's the warning. Never track outcomes alone. Money, followers, praise, those lag. Track inputs you control. Minutes, reps, days. That's how professionals think. Athletes don't track championships daily. They track practice. Musicians don't track applause. They track hours played. Builders track bricks laid. You track inputs. Say it again. Measure what you do, not how you feel. Now connect this to everything you've built so far. You have routines. You ship. You cut validation. You automate decisions. You repeat. You reset. You use systems. Courage starts action. Tracking sustains it. Without tracking, habits fade quietly. With tracking, drift is visible early. Early visibility allows fast correction. That's the compounding edge. Expect resistance. The ego hates numbers. Numbers remove excuses. Numbers don't care about effort, only completion. That's why they work. If you skip tracking for a day, reset immediately. Track the next action. Never skip 2 days of tracking. Identity is built on returns. Here's a powerful reframe. Tracking is self-respect. It says, my actions matter enough to be recorded. People who don't track subconsciously believe their actions don't matter. That belief is deadly. You don't need their permission to take yourself seriously. Now lock it in. Tonight, create the tracker. Tomorrow, log the first entry. Keep it visible. Let it watch you. Let it hold you honest. This chapter is about precision, direction, truth. You can't rewire the mind without feedback. Tracking is feedback. Clean, simple, unemotional. You now know how to measure progress properly. Not with feelings, not with hope, with facts. You're almost done. One final shift remains. The shift from doing habits to becoming someone new, from action to identity. You measured the margin. Now you must lock the identity.
Chapter 10. Lock the identity. From doing to being. Listen carefully. Habits are not the end. Habits are the bridge. The destination is identity. That's the truth. You have a choice. Stay someone who tries or become someone who is. Most people stop too early. They build habits but never claim the identity. They say, I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to focus. Trying is temporary. Being is permanent. That's the key. Say this clearly. Do it until you are it. Do it until you are it. Do it until you are it. Identity is the deepest driver of behavior. You will always act in alignment with who you believe you are. If you see yourself as inconsistent, you will eventually behave inconsistently. If you see yourself as disciplined, discipline becomes natural. This is why habits must end in identity change. Otherwise, they decay. Let's make the distinction obvious. I do exercise means exercise is optional. I am someone who moves daily means movement is inevitable. I do focused work is an activity. I am a focused operator is a standard. I am trying to build discipline is effort. I am disciplined is alignment. That's the shift, from doing to being. Repeat this. Do it until you are it. You don't wait for identity before action. Action comes first. Identity follows evidence. Every rep you complete casts a vote for the person you are becoming. One vote doesn't decide the election. Repeated votes do. That's the key. This entire program was designed for this moment. You built the morning. You stopped proving. You cut validation. You automated decisions. You repeated relentlessly. You reset fast. You installed systems. You practiced courage. You tracked honestly. Those were not just habits, those were identity reps. You are no longer someone who wants change. You are someone who shows up. But now you must lock it in. Here's the danger. If you keep saying, I'm working on this, your brain keeps the identity flexible. Flexible identities revert under pressure. Locked identities hold. You don't need their permission to claim who you are. You don't need a milestone. You don't need approval. You have the evidence. You did the work. It's not about confidence. It's about discipline. Discipline creates identity. Identity sustains discipline. Now, the final practice. Simple, powerful, non-negotiable. You will write a one-line identity statement. One line, no explanation, no qualifiers, no future tense. Not I want to be, not I'm trying to become. I am. Examples. I am someone who moves daily. I am a focused finisher. I am disciplined with my time. I am a person who does what they say. Choose one, the one that scares you slightly, the one that feels bold but earned.
Write it down, paper, pen, physical. Then here's the rule. For the next 30 days, you will live that identity every morning. Every morning, read the statement out loud, then perform one action that proves it. One, small, real. If the identity is, I am someone who moves daily, you move, even for 2 minutes. If the identity is, I am disciplined with my time, you protect the first hour. If the identity is, I am a focused finisher, you complete one task fully. Action seals identity. Identity guides action. This loop is self-reinforcing. That's the key. Say it again. Do it until you are it. Expect resistance. The old identity will fight back. It will whisper, "Who do you think you are?" Ignore it. You are who your actions prove you are. Nothing more, nothing less. Never say, "I failed." Say, "That was not in alignment with who I am." Then reset. Identity-based recovery is faster. Shame-based recovery is slow. Here's a critical rule. Never speak against your chosen identity. Not as a joke, not casually. Language matters. Words train the brain. Do not say, "I'm lazy today." Say, "Today I acted out of alignment and I reset." You are not protecting ego, you are protecting standards. People who lock identity move differently. They don't debate basics. They don't renegotiate habits. They don't need motivation. They act from alignment. This is why some people look effortless. They're not stronger, they're clearer. You have a choice. Be someone who manages habits or be someone who lives standards. The second is easier long term. Now connect this back to the entire journey. This was never about 30 days. 30 days is the installation period. Identity is the operating system. Once identity locks, habits require less effort. Systems feel natural. Discipline becomes boring. Boring is good. Boring is sustainable. Say it one last time. Do it until you are it. This chapter is about permanence, about closing the loop, about becoming unrecognizable to your old self. You don't rise to goals, you fall to identity. Choose it carefully, prove it daily. You are no longer rewiring the mind. The rewire is done. Now you live from it. This is the program. 10 habits, 30 days, 1 new default mind. Habit by habit. Choose the first move. Repeat until reflex. Never skip twice. Small daily acts compound into unshakable thinking. The brain rewires with ritual, not with hope. With pressure, not with permission. Expect discomfort, schedule it, and move anyway. Failures are data. Reset fast, remove rescue habits, and keep marching. Track progress, measure wins, lean on repetition. In 30 days, a different automatic mind will run most decisions. Commit now. Pick day 1. Do every habit, log it, and report back to this audio. The true test is consistency under resistance. Now hear this challenge. For the next 30 days, do the work. No exceptions. If willing, like the video, subscribe to Mind Shift audiobooks, and start the 30-day Mind Rewire right now. Share progress in comments, set alarms, and protect the ritual. This is non-negotiable. Start today. Prove it now.